Saturday Night Baseball downtown at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Luis Perdomo will be the man on the mound for the Friars. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
Here comes the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo, an impressive 4 for 7. He also has 1 home run. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, D-Row, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Batting third, first baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in the power hitting first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch coming, here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Zach Greinke is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Manuel Margot.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. To third. Oh, he makes the stop. He gathers the throw. It's in time. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. So a fine play down there at the hot corner to take a base hit away, and that would appear to be a good segue to check out the league leaderboard for team fielding percentage. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Here's Brandon Phillips, career line against Greinke. He's got 3 base hits in 28 tries. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Marte over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning. With a moment here in downtown San Diego, a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out, a lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average, and that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Greinke gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondbacks squad as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape. Winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
And Goldschmidt will make the catch, and that ends the inning. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park with no score. Jake Lamb standing in now. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Chopped on the ground to first. Hosmer comes up with it, and the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on base. And let's take a look at infielder Freddie Galvis, a guy who bounced around in the early part of his career, but his glove is his calling card, and he's settled at one of those premium positions up the middle, and look for him to have a big day on defense.
Now to the plate, David Peralta. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. 7 hits in 13 tries. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Fastball right back to the mound.
Right fielder.
Up next for Arizona, Steven Souza. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Myers. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Will Myers, and what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Myers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Myers awaiting the 1-0. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Fouled away. Three and one to the Padres left fielder.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Digging in now for San Diego, Hunter Renfroe. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him on the way. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Greinke, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, we all know he's going to get strikeouts when he's on the mound. It's kind of his thing. The key for the offense is to actually make them work for him, so that 3-pitch see you later isn't going to help very much.
Here's Chase Headley, and he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
2 balls and a strike to Chase Headley. Greinke steps into his windup. Here it is on 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte calls for it. And the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Pitch on its way to Avila. And a neck-high fastball that time. A high fastball is in there. The 1-2. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Hosmer right there, and he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. So with one away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Daniel Descalso. His lifetime numbers with Luis Perdomo. He's only 1 for 10. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Descalso is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career.
Sliding stop by Phillips. Got him.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Stepping in now, Zach Greinke. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. This guy is still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Down the third baseline. There to take it is Headley. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Next to the plate for the Padres, Austin Hedges. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Oh-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher.
Broke out the sweeping slider right there and just missed off the edge. If he would have caught the corner right there, I think he's got a backwards K.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? That gets down, and the Pods' first hit in this one is good for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
No doubt about it. He was looking fastball all the way there, and that's exactly what he got. Got the barrel out front and just blasted it down the line for an extra base hit. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. Great opportunity here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
He's set. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Dyson's there. And that's the first out of the inning. The relay, throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Oh, man, that's a total brain cramp out there on the bases. He might have thought it was going to get down, but you've got to be sure. Instead, they double him off, and that really changes this inning.
Into the box, Luis Perdomo. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike one.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Greinke's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Padres go down quietly. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Gerard Dyson back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe is there, one away.
The batter, number 4.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. 2 players that this organization has to be happy about right now. In now, Ketel Marte. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a liner. Foul. And that misses 2-2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Swinging a soft liner. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Hit in the air to right field. Renfroe sprinting after it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
Bigging in for his second at-bat, Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Lifted in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in to try it again, Manuel Margot. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Margot is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground, he has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
A bouncer to the left side, and he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2 D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2 is a tough spot to be in. He battled.
In now, Brandon Phillips. And this one's in the dirt. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Souza's after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the throw in gets away from him.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He swings and misses. Throw down. Scalzo's tag is there, and he is out at second base.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
The 0-1 on its way. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Ready for another chance? David Peralta. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
David Peralta.
First offering on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Peralta, 30 years of age. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. Lifted in the air to center. Phillips into shallow center, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there they're just 1 place off the top spot in the NL in that category. Stepping into the box, Steven Souza comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is hit high and deep out to left. Myers going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run there for Steven Souza. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Hit hard back up the middle. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw. But he is in there with a triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Avila takes his lead at third with 1 away. Descalso behind 1-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, I don't know about that pitch selection right there, Dero. You have a base open with the pitcher on deck. Not very good pitching right there.
Dan, as a guy who hit 8th in the National League a time or two, nothing's more difficult than to try and mind meld with the pitcher and come up with a game plan when you know you got the pitcher on deck. Shocking that he was coming after him right there in that big spot, and he paid the price.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Myers is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Here's Gerard Dyson. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. Diamondbacks lead this one 2-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. And even 40 home runs on the year for him now. And the Padres are on the board. It's now 2-1.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Standing in now, Hunter Renfroe.
Renfroe.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
1 run on 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Hard hit toward the hole, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
Here's Chase Headley. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Up around the face.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And Headley will reach, hits a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, T-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Lifted into center field. Dyson patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. The relay, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Number 13, shortstop, Ready.
So striding in, Freddie Galvis, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2. Padres shortstop ahead with a 3-ball, 1-strike count.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Set. Here's the 3-1, and it's fouled away. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Perdomo looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch, and the runner's coming home. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here, and they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. Throw won't get him. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. And in the days of 3-run homers in 9 to 8 ball games, you don't see the suicide squeeze executed much anymore, but this right here is a textbook example of getting that bunt down and getting the RBI. And that'll bring up Manuel Margot. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Margot brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Headley, the runner at third. Galvis at second with 2 gone. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Brandon Phillips would be next. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And Lamb will put this one away, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left stranded. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we are tied 2-2. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side. There to play it is Phillips. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. That's wide, 2-0.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. And that one just missed outside.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
To the second baseman, Phillips. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, James Lamb.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Lamb. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Home half of the 6th inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Ready for another chance? Brandon Phillips. He flew out in his last at bat.
Second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
Here's the pitch. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Now a swing by Phillips as he sends this one on the ground to his opposite number at second. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point.
Yeah, and this is the guy for me. I think this is the guy in the clubhouse that the guys truly gravitate towards. The total package of Eric Hosmer's game is really special.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In tight, awfully tight. 2-0 now. One out, nobody on. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Marte moving to his left. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 4, Will Myers.
Here's Will Myers. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
2 out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Good work there by Zach Greinke, and we remain tied at 2 apiece. Back here at Petco Park, all tied at 2 apiece as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's have a look at our game summary through the first 6. Ready once again, David Peralta. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well, and one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes over 70% so far in this outing.
Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven Souza.
Striding in once again, Steven Souza. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Alex Avila, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Hosmer is under it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Daniel Descalso.
Digging in and looking for more, Daniel Descalso. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Score remains 2-2. Ready for another shot now. Hunter Renfroe, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far.
Hunter Renfroe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. Up top, it's 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Descalzo moving to his right, and that's out number one.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Headley.
Digging in once again, Chase Headley. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, one man out. Ball one. Count is 1-2 now. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball three. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Souza on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Hedges.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Austin Hedges. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Greinke looks in. Here's the first pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty here with two men out. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. A.J. Pollock is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
11, A.J. Pollock.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Craig Stammen has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Craig Stammen.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. The numbers on the year, 272, 11 home runs, and 29 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. So his day over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the San Diego starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening. Back to the top spot in the Arizona lineup now, and stepping in, Gerard Dyson. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. A tough sinker on the inside corner. Dyson off for second. Right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. So coming to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. One ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Hit back toward the mound. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Fernando Salas goes on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 57, Fernando Salas.
Digging in to try it again, Freddie Galvis. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
He's set, and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. On the ground to the right side. And that's the first out. There's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. Alex Dickerson will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 24, Alex Dickerson.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now the 1-0. 1-1 the count now. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. One and two.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Grounded to the right. Marte gloves it. And that's the second out.
Center fielder number 7, Manuel Margot.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Manuel Margot. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They trail 3-2. Downtown San Diego shining bright as it always does. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Edobrey Ramos enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jake Lamb. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Myers looking up. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it stakes the Diamondbacks to a 4-2 lead.
The bullpen is going to have to take care of business in the bottom half of this inning. But they're going to be able to throw a lot freer that they've got that extra run to play with. Insurance runs are always huge.
Stepping in now, David Peralta, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike.
The count's 1-1.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Count is 1-2. Nope.
Ball
that's a
2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Steven Souza will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliders in for a strike. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Missed with a slider. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. One out, nobody on. Line towards center field, and that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the next pitch for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Pitch on its way to Avila, and he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Souza, base runner at first with one out. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses. The throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Just a bit low, ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Right side, but it's well fouled. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way down the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Now batting, shortstop, Daniel Descalso.
So digging in now, Daniel Descalso. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
And that misses. 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
The 2-1 home. Taken, strike 2. And a Fastball just a bit up.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ooh, that one deflects off him. I think it got his arm. No play as the run comes in to score, and we're all hoping he's going to be okay on the mound.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
It's a nice job by the batter right there. Able to fight off a high fastball and slap it the other way for a single.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here's Gerard Dyson as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
Grounded up the first baseline. On with it, the first is Hosmer, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. D-backs lead it 5-2. Archie Bradley, if the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Archie Bradley.
Here's Brandon Phillips, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
Missed with a breaking ball.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Even 2-2 count to Brandon Phillips. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. On deck, there's Eric Hosmer. And could this be the start? It's a long way back, but the leadoff man is on base to start their final set of at-bats.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the change of El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like you did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Digging in now for San Diego, Will Myers. He was a ground out victim last time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zack Greinke. Phillips, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And it's 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch, and it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Settling in now, Hunter Renfroe. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
2-0 count, the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Hit sharply on the ground. There's one. On to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
5-2 the final score tonight. Arizona came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Zack Greinke gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Archie Bradley closes the door for the save, his 27th of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 5 runs.